Brought to you by Penguin.
Click. How to Make What People Want. Written and read by Knapp and John Zeratsky.
A PDF of additional materials accompanies this program.
This book is for the founders, leaders, and teams who inspired and taught us along the way. And you. Yeah, you. This is for you and your team, too. Preface. I run inside Orcas Island High School just as a late bell sounds, stumble on the threshold, and drop my 3-ring binder. Sheets of paper explode across the linoleum floor. Panting, face hot with embarrassment, I scoop up the pages. I pat my coat pocket. The disc is still there. Now, upstairs, down the hall, first door on the left. I peek through the window, then give the handle a slow turn. The computer lab is empty, except for one kid, my friend Ian. "Dude," Ian says. He's spending his free period playing solitaire, stacking cards on the screen, his eyes glazed. "I've got a new game," I say. I bring out the floppy disk I've carried from home and hand it to him. It's 1993, I'm 15 years old, and the software on the disk is not just any old video game. It's homemade. I've spent the past year, including my entire summer vacation, building this game, writing the code and drawing the artwork pixel by pixel. I wanted to keep it a secret until it was ready, and today, it's ready. I'm excited, but I need an opinion from someone I can trust, someone brutally honest, someone like Ian. He arches an eyebrow and takes the disk. Then the door bangs open, and our friend Matt barges into the computer lab. "What's this?" he says, joining Ian beside the computer. "Some new game," Ian says as he begins to play. I stand back, silent and nervous, and watch. The game is your typical swords and sorcery castle adventure. Ian figures out the controls and begins moving from room to room. His character finds a torch, and then a dagger, and then... Ian says. He scoots back and looks at Matt. "Want a turn?" Wait, what? Something's wrong. Ian's character hasn't died. He hasn't even fought a monster yet. The Ian I know would never willingly hand over the keyboard mid-game unless... I wince. Unless the game is boring. Matt takes over. And yeah, something is off. He's not leaning forward. He's not talking trash. This is not the Matt I know. When a giant spider kills his character, Matt does not start over to seek revenge. Instead, he stands, stretches, and says, "You guys want to shoot some hoops before our free period is over?" "Let's do it," Ian says. Damn it, they're choosing exercise over a video game? My stomach sinks. All that work. How could I have been so stupid? This book is about what I learned that day. Turning a big idea into a product that people love is really difficult. Getting it wrong can be a colossal waste of time and energy. Getting it wrong hurts. But there is a reliable way of getting it right. There is a system for making things that people love, and I first stumbled on it back in high school, although it took me decades to recognize it. After Ian and Matt shrugged off my castle adventure game, I was bummed. Still, I didn't want to give up. I realized it wasn't enough to just make a game. If I wanted people to actually play the game, it had to beat out the alternatives. During free period, that meant my game had to be more fun than solitaire, which seemed doable. But my friends could also play basketball, they could listen to mixtapes on their Walkmans, they could walk to Island Market and buy a corn dog. Basketball, Walkmans, corn dogs. Tough competition. Now that I knew what I was up against, I went back to work, only this time, I ran experiments. Every week or so, I would take just the beginning of a new game, a prototype, to school and show it to my friends. I tried space quests, strategy battles, sports games, you name it. Every time, they shrugged. Until I came up with a game I called Mealy Mouse. In Mealy Mouse, the player moved through a series of mazes. My friends didn't exactly love it at first, but I saw promise in their reactions. They leaned forward when they tried it. So I kept experimenting. I sped up the pace of the game. I added loud and humiliating sound effects that went off whenever the player made a mistake. One day, I brought a floppy disk to school, handed it to Ian, and this time, he kept playing.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?